102 Toastmaster of the year 2021 to 2022. And thirdly, he's the past Division C Assistant Public Relation. And lastly, he's the past District 102 PR Team Graphic Lead. So now, put your hands together to invite Presentation Mastery Level 4, Chester Liam, to share his experience using the Canva workshop. Toastmaster Chester Liam, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Nelson. Let me share the screen. All right, good morning, everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank District 51 and Brian for the opportunity to share with all of you today. And this is the flow of the workshop today. I will start with a sharing on the theory about design fundamentals, followed by a quick refresher of Toastmasters brand guideline. Then we will move on to a hands-on training on Canva to design a club meeting poster. And at the end of the session, I will share with you some of the useful links and resources as well as a Q&A session. So let's begin. I believe that mastering design fundamentals is like having a graphic design superpower, and it unlocks creativity and elevates your work. Today, we are diving into poster design using Canva, and posters are everywhere. But understanding the core principles ensure your visuals not only looks good, but effective. And in today's session, we will explore the key elements of poster design, whether you are new to design or aspiring designer. This could be a valuable session for you. And today I'm taking you through a train ride of visual experience. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And it's okay if you don't quite understand what I said now, because there's a lot to take in. After the end of my session, the slides will be shared with you to slowly absorb and digest. And by the end of the session, you'll be armed with insights that will elevate your poster game. So are you ready to unveil the secrets? Yeah, let's get into it and dissect the anatomy of poster design. Now, when we think of anatomy of poster, there are a few things that may come to mind initially, such as font, image, composition, and of course, you would be right. However, there are lots more to keep in mind. So when it comes to the anatomy of poster design, I would like to think there are three key parts to keep in mind. One is poster foundation. Two, poster visual elements. And three, poster composition. These are the three key parts combined to make the anatomy of poster design. Now here I have an anatomy of poster design checklist, which I have created, where we can use it as a reference to remind the things that I can include to make my design process for poster design easier. And if you'd like to get your hands on this checklist, it will be shared with you by the end of the workshop as well. Let's take a look at what makes up these three parts, starting with the poster foundation. First, we have the most basic parts of a poster, and this is the surface area. And I know not one you normally think of, and it's the surface area that defines the space, which you will be working with, typically in a small formats. Yeah, so basically the A4 size or any canvas size, that is the surface area. And you may be working with anything from a small sheet of paper to a huge billboard. So this can affect the amount of content you include to the scale of the elements involved, from wall posters to signages and billboards. Next, we have something called margin, and this is the space that runs around the outside of the surface area of your poster and typically sets the space that all visual elements are contained in. So margins provide a breathing space. They enhance readability, maintain balance, and contribute to a polished professional appearance. Depending on the design of a poster, the margin can vary from minimal to extreme, where there may be a lot of space around the poster and push up the space around elements for clarity and impact. Next, we have grids. Now, grids in poster design are the visible architects, the invisible architect, not visible. And this will be typically the structure inside the margin space. So grids bring order, alignment, and balance to element, ensuring a harmonious layout. A very important part of what makes up the anatomy of poster design, grids provide structure, guiding the eye through information and creating a visual, appealing, and cohesive design. Now, in poster design, there are a variety of grids you can use, such as column grids, baseline grids, modular grids, hierarchical grids, diagonal grids, axial grids, and radial grids. Now, I won't go into details in this session about each of these grids, as there is a lot to unpack and a lot to learn. So just keep in mind that one of the key part of a anatomy of poster design is the foundation, in which consists of surface area, margin, and grids. Next, come to the parts of poster anatomy that I'm sure you will be familiar with, and the key part is visual elements. One of the most fundamental and striking visual elements in the poster design is color. And the color palette in poster design is a powerhouse. It sets the mood, conveys emotions, and captures attention. A well-chosen color palette not only enhances the aesthetic, but can also communicate a message effectively, and is the visual language that speaks volume before a single word is read. Next, we have another simple but important part of the poster design, from simple vector lines of a box or a circle frame. So shapes in poster design are the visual cues conveying meaning and enhancing the aesthetics, from geometric precision to organic forms. And they create balance, evoke emotions, and contribute to a memorable, engaging design, and can help support and structure content in a layout. Next, we have one of the most important parts of a poster design. A single image can speak 1,000 words. And image in poster designs are the heartbeat of visual communication. They are the universal language. They evoke the emotions, tell stories, and immediately grab attention. A compelling image is a gateway to the message, instantly connecting with the audience. Images transform a poster from words on paper to an immersive visual experience. Next, we have typography, which again is one of the most important parts of poster design. I can't remember how many times I say important. Typography is a silent storyteller, and it guides the viewer to communicate tones and enhance visual appeal. And like image, can be used to immediately grab attention. So the right fonts create a memorable and cohesive design, and when used dynamically, can turn words into arts. Next, we have something that can help set the mood and tone of a poster, and that is the surface texture. Now, a surface texture in poster design as a tactile dimension, elevating the viewer's experience. Whether smooth or textured or a pattern, surface textures engage the senses, creating visual interest and enhances the overall aesthetic impact. And finally, we have the iconography, which can also work as part of a visual language. Icons distills the ideas into simple, recognizable, and conveying the message instantly. They enhances the clarity, engage viewers, and elevate the design's communicative power. So icons add simplicity to a design where a less is more approach can be taken. So a key part of a anatomy design is visual elements, which consists of color, shape, image, typography, surface texture, and iconography. And the last part of a poster anatomy is composition. Now, it's all well and good to understand the ingredients for a well-cooked dish, but if you don't know how to manage them and use them well together, then you may end up with a sloppy dish instead of a five-star gourmet. So the last part of a poster anatomy seeks to manage all the previous components in a way that makes a clear communications. One of the most fundamental parts of a poster design is visual hierarchy. And without a clear sense of visual hierarchy, in any visual communication, you are going to end up with a design that is hard to comprehend. So visual hierarchy in poster design guides the viewer seamlessly. And through the strategic use of size, color, and placement, it prioritizes information, ensuring a clear, engaging narrative that captures attention and communicates effectively. So the first part of visual hierarchy starts with a primary hook. So primary hook in poster design is the attention magnet. And typically the first thing that one will see. So in poster design, this can take the form of an image or typography in the form of a title or a headline. And in the eye-catching or bold display font, the primary hook is the captivating element that draws viewer in, leaving a lasting impression. And a compelling hook makes the poster unforgettable and impactful. Now, once you grab the attention, you will need to continue with the momentum of communication. And comes the secondary hook. The secondary hook in poster design complements the primary, sustaining viewers' interest. So this can take the form of images or typography in the form of a subheader or precede in a smaller font to the headline. So whether a clever tagline, subheading, or intriguing details, it reinforces the message and ensuring a memorable and engaging design. So once the attention is grabbed and the viewer is captivated, the poster will include supportive elements that helps present the larger narrative and message. Supporting elements in poster design provides the backbone, enhancing an overall impact. So this can take the form of a typography, paragraphs, and pull-outs, iconography, images, and surface texture. From borders to background, patterns to icon and shapes. So such supportive elements can add structure, and visual interest and cohesiveness to create a compelling design narrative. Next comes space. Now, space and poster design is the silent communicator. It enhances clarity, separates elements, and influences visual flow. So strategic use of space creates balance, allowing content to shine and captivate. So some poster design may employ negative space as a key part of the design, helping to guide the viewer's focus. Thoughtful use of space enhances clarity and aesthetics, and it gives an overall visual impact to allow visual information to be easily comprehended and digested, help to outline a clear hierarchy. Next comes the forms. Now, this is really about the overall visual elements that are arranged together, which can suggest an idea in itself. After all, posters are seen from a distance and at the first glance are seen as a whole before digesting the individual pieces. Whether through geometric precision or organic curves, forms add depth, character, and even movement, creating a memorable and visually appealing composition. Next comes call to action. Now, a call to action in poster design is the catalyst for engagement. And a good call to action begins into action. And it bridges the visual experience. Oh, Catherine got asked question. Later, I will answer to your question. Basically, the difference between form and shapes, they are very similar. Shapes is the design that you use in the poster. So you add shapes to it. And form is just from far, what is the type of the form in the poster that you see. So it is the shape as well. Okay, so now call to action also bridges visual experience with a specific response, prompting viewers to participate, purchase, or inquire. So a call to action transforms passive observer into active participants, driving the demand outcome. And finally, we have the footer elements. Now, footer elements in a poster provide closure and information continuity. From credits to contact details, they ground the design and offer additional context. Effectively utilizes the footer, enhance professionalism, and ensure a comprehensive viewer experience. Initially, one may think that footer elements are placed at the bottom, but in poster design, they can be placed in the margin, space, or around the outside on the fringe of the poster design. So they might not be the most striking element, but as one moves through and digests the poster information, they will typically move outwards or downwards and observe and comprehend the footer element at last. So keep in mind that one of the key parts of anatomy of poster design is composition, which consists of visual hierarchy, the primary hook, secondary hook, supportive elements, space form, call to action, and footer elements. So in conclusion, as simple as a poster design may be, there are lots of aspects one can utilize. Now, it's important to mention that not every single part of the poster anatomy design needs to be included in one design. And depending on the complexity of your design, you may, for example, take the minimal approach and only use typography, or you may want to use a combination of type and image and make a more complex design. So what can we learn from this? Well, understanding the anatomy of poster design can help you to improve your design game. So the principle using all the visual elements in the right way and considering strong composition will ensure the quality and success in your visual communication in poster design. And the principles you apply in poster design can be applied in any piece of the layout design you created. So if you can do the basics well, this will prepare you for more complex design challenges. And in applications, when you are designing poster, be sure to consider the poster anatomy. Feel free to get hold of the poster design checklist, which can help you to keep in mind the principles and allow you more time to be creative. And understanding poster anatomy will provide you with a solid foundation and help you elevate your design skills and craft compelling posters with confidence. And from now on, every time you see a poster, think of the anatomy of poster design and how all the key parts of the poster anatomy have been used and come together. So when you observe other designs, ask yourself what part of poster anatomy have been used and how well does they work as a part of a design. So that is end of the sharing of the fundamentals. I hope you enjoy this design theory lesson and gain some insights that will help elevate your poster game and unleash your creativity.
Chester, there is a question in the chat.
Visual hierarchy can explain a bit more. Visual hierarchy, is actually one topic, and there's so many elements that forms a visual hierarchy. So it's a bit hard for me to explain a bit more, but actually visual hierarchy is where you have your primary hook, secondary hook, and your supportive element. So which one is the first thing people see? What you want the audience to see the first. Then secondary hook comes with your sub headlines, and third is the information. Then finally you have the call to action. So it's from big to small that creates the hierarchy of a visual. I hope that helps explain for understanding, Catherine. All right, thank you. So now that we have gone through the fundamentals of design for poster, so let's briefly go through the Toastmasters brand manual. And it is important to understand and adhere to the Toastmasters branding guideline. Imagine you are working in a corporate. You must adhere to the company policy and corporate identity. By doing so, it helps you to make less mistakes and focus on providing solution. You can still be creative within the boundaries. And I believe some of you are familiar with this if you have attended the Club Officer Training 1, and this was shared by our charming District Public Relations Manager, Brian Lee. And this is the important key that holds the magic to lead the way of life. Not life, but at least a brand compliant design. So remember the key CLIFF, CLIFF. You can save it in your mind library, which stands for color, logo, image, font, and format. Starting with colors that were added last year is black and white. And the primary color for Toastmasters is True Maroon, Royal Blue, and Cool Gray. And the colors are used to create the impressions of leadership, dedication, and empowerment. And happy yellow is used as an accent color. Not only that, but you also get to use gradients to complement your designs. You can also use gradient with a top transparent overlay of white or royal blue, depending on the color of your bottom swatch. So what is an accent color? Is a secondary color you use to highlight certain information, but you don't use it as a primary color. So the three primary color is maroon, royal blue, and cool gray. Normally, how I differentiate is your background of the poster color. You can use these three colors, and I would not recommend to use happy yellow as a background color because that would have been set as a primary color. Okay, so after color, the next is the logo. The Toastmasters Centennial logo is a new addition to the brand manual, and you have the option to choose a full color grayscale or white logo. And for corporate or university club, when using both Toastmasters logo and the corporation logo or any others logo, make sure that they are never side by side. So you can place them on the opposite side or corners of the posters or materials, or you can have them on the top and bottom placement. Next would be image. So remember to use professional photos where people look engaged, empowered, and supported as to portray in a meeting, setup, presentations, and pictures. If you are unsure whether the photo you have is compliant, you can always choose to download the photos provided by Toastmasters International, and I will share the resources with you towards the end of the workshop. Then continuing is the font. So the primary font is Gotham and Montserrat. Secondary font is the Myriad Pro and Source Sans 3 and can be used. And if you do not have both primary and secondary font, you can always choose to use the universal font, which is the tertiary font, Arial. And the newly addition font is Sago UI. So these two script font that you see, Corinthia and Luxurious Script, were introduced to the brand manual last term, and you can use them to promote special events such as club anniversary, birthdays, and congratulatory posts. So finally, format. Format refers to the size of your surface area as well as the file type you want to produce, such as image, video, or even PDF document. And if you are downloading logos and materials from Toastmasters International website, the web portal, the branding, you may come across these two file types, the SVG and EPS. So what are the difference between SVG file and EPS file? SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, and it is a web-friendly vector file format. It is ideal for web use, but not suited for large-scale printing, as it works best at digital screen size. On the other hand, EPS stands for Encapsulated PostScript. Files are vector graphics that are maintain the quality when you scale to larger size. So they are ideal for printing like billboards, and they store detailed information on color and size for the printers. So keep in mind, CLIFF is the key touch point when you are designing your poster. Okay, that was an overview of the Toastmasters brand manual, and we are coming towards the end of the theory part of the workshop. And in another 2 to 3 minutes, we will go through the practicality on using Canva to design a club meeting poster. So before that, I would like all of you.
Chester, there are questions on
Yes.
the chat box. Maybe you want to answer those first before you move on to a practical part.
Okay. Question. Is there a sequential guideline on which element should be used? Should we decide first before moving to the other sub-elements, margin, layout, color? Yes, there's a sequential. So basically, we start with the margin or the surface area. Then we will continue on with the visual elements, which is the font, image, etc., and colors. Then finally is the composition, how you want to manage it. Don't have the latest brand manual. Now the brand manual can actually is a website. They no longer come out with PDF format brand manual. So yeah, it will be shared in the resources as well in the links. Can we use other color in addition to corporate colors? We have to refer to your company branding guideline as well. Usually for corporate, we will stick to their corporate colors. So like in Toastmasters, we will always stick to Toastmaster brand colors. I hope that answered the question. All right, thank you. So if there's no other question, um, yeah, so before we begin, I would like all of you to open your web browser. For those who have yet to sign up on Canva, I'm going to go through with you how to sign up in less than 2 minutes. So step one, you can open your web browser now and navigate to www.canva.com. I will share in the chat as well the link. And once you navigate to the website of Canva, you will see there's a sign up button on your top right corner. Just click the sign up button. So once you click sign up button, you can choose to continue with Google or sign up with Google. You can choose other available option. It's up to you, but Google is the fastest method. Yeah, I believe majority of you have Gmail account. Then the next step would be select your desired email account to sign up. Then the next step, I would suggest to click on personal. Actually, this is just a survey for them, and you can choose personal to speed up the sign up process. Otherwise, you are free to choose any other options. And finally, the last step is you can click maybe later, or you can choose to go for the free 30 days trial. And so that is the Canva Pro trial, and it's up to you because I don't want to waste your 30 days. And congratulations, you have successfully created your Canva account. So far, everyone has created their Canva account. You can put a yes in the chat. Okay, great. All right, I can see all the yeses. Thank you so much for your interactions. And next, so let's begin with the hands-on poster design on Canva. You may scan the QR code. I will hide myself. Or the link I will share in the chat as well. So we will be using this for the hands-on practice. Yeah. Once you click into the link or scan the QR code, you can click on use this design template. So this is just a simple template that I have prepared to create a club meeting poster on Canva, and we will navigate from there for better understanding. Okay. Now I shall unshare my slide and share my Canva screen. Okay, so I believe once you have clicked into the template link, this is what you see. The first page is actually the sample poster that was created, and today we will try to replicate this poster. So before that, earlier I've shared about the poster anatomy checklist. So this will be shared with you at the end of the workshop, so we can actually refer to this. The checklist is just a guideline for you. It's not necessary that you have to use all these elements that was listed down for you. You can always choose to use one that is convenient or relevant to you, because this one is the whole complete list, and sometimes you don't need to use all of them. Yeah. So let's start with the colors. We follow the sequence of CLIFF, CLIFF, and you can scroll down to the page number 4 in your Canva. Yeah, this is where we do our artwork. First of all, do you see the ruler in my web browser? And do you see yours in the Canva? If not, you can always press the Shift key plus the R button. Yeah. Shift key plus the R, then it will appear the ruler. We will start with our surface area. So the surface actually this is the surface area, and it is in 1200 pixel times 1200 pixel square format. So this is the size of your surface area, and we will now create our own margin. So you can actually enlarge. If you see the bottom part, yeah, there's a bar for you to enlarge for easier view. Yeah, click shift, not click, I mean hold the shift button in your keyboard and press R. Yeah, press shift and R. Then it will appear the ruler. So if you click again, it will disappear. Yeah, hide and view. Yeah, basically I want you to drag from your left. You can see there is a arrow key once you move towards the ruler. Yeah, just drag and up to 50. If you can see on top, there's a number 50. Yeah, if let's say it's hard to adjust, you can always scroll bigger. Yeah. Then move to 50. Okay, so that's 50. Then the next line, since it's 1002, minus 50 would be 1150. So again, drag another line and move to 1150. Yeah, but you don't really necessarily follow 50. If you want a bigger margin, you can always do like 100 or 60, 70, 80. It's up to you. It's not actually a fixed guide. Okay. Then the next, from the top, drag down the line and 50 also. So scroll down and drag another one. The same thing, 1150. Okay. So this is your margin. And don't worry, because this one, when you download as an image, it won't be shown on the image. This is actually an invisible guideline for you to place your design. Yeah. So after you have done this, you will notice that all your other pages in the Canva will have this guideline. Yeah. So this is how you actually organize your content in a fixed area. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing is gradient color. How do we add gradient color to the canvas? The first thing, select. Yeah, just click on the canvas on page number 4. And you can see there is a color here. Just click on background color. Okay. We will start from scratch. How do we create a gradient color? First thing, you scroll down, you will see gradient. So you can select any one of the gradient here. Yeah, don't worry, it's not the TI compliant color. So after that, just exit the selection and reselect. So go back to the background color and you can see this is a selected color. Just click the settings and you can see there is 2 color here on here. So the first one, you can choose the blue gradient or you want to do the true maroon gradient. It's up to you. For me, I will go with the maroon gradient, which is the darker maroon, 3B0104. So you can refer to the hex code on your second page of the Canva, no, third page here. The hex code 3B0104, deep maroon. And the next one would be the rich maroon, which is 781327. So select on the second color and key in the hex code for rich maroon. Once you have done that, you will notice that you have the gradient background already. Yeah, so this is how you set the gradient color in Canva. So the next thing, we can actually add a background image which is transparent just to add your surface texture. So what you can do, Canva provides free photos as well. So you can click on the element icon on your left. Yeah, just right below the design. Click on elements and scroll. Yeah, you can scroll down to photos. So you can click see all. Then from photos here, you can search photo. So you can actually search for meetings or public speaking, up to you. We
Sorry,
want to,
Jack, just now you click the gradient. Of course, I know how to click gradient. After click gradient already, the left one, it didn't appear the 2 selection for me to change the maroon. How did you do it?
Okay, so the first step is when you click color, click on the gradient. So you deselect first. Deselect your canvas, then you select again. Then you will see the color. So when you select it, it will appear on the document colors. Do you see it?
Okay, after that,
Then you click the settings. Go into settings, then it will have the solid color or gradient. So go to the gradient and you can see there's 2 colors here. Then you can select, change the hex code according to which gradient you want, either the maroon gradient or the blue gradient. Okay. All right, just now we were on the photos. So for me, public speaking, yeah, you can see those with a crown icon is actually for Canva Pro only. So we are going to look for free images, those without the crown. Yeah, this one looks good. So I'm going to use this. Yeah, choose. You can choose freely which photo. Which photo you like. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm too used to it. Okay, so once you have selected a photo, it will appear, you just click on it and it will appear right in your canvas. And you can actually resize and crop. So you can see the anchor points is a bit different, right? One is a circle one and one is like a rectangular rounded. Their function is a different. The circle part, the corner one, if you drag, is actually upscale and downscale the size of the image. But if you actually drag the one on the left, right, bottom, and top, it crops the image. Yeah. So this is where you crop and this is where you resize. Okay, now I want you to fill up the entire canvas with the image. Yeah, so you can choose to resize first. Okay, then you just pull this up. Then it's like too big. You can actually double click on the image and it will go into something like this. You can see. So this is where you can adjust the placement. Okay, I'm going to adjust here. So everyone has done this. Have you filled up the space in the canvas? Okay, hope so. Then the next thing is how do you blend into the background? The first thing you can do is select the image and you can see there is a checked box. So this is for you to adjust the transparency, or we call it the opacity of your image. So you can actually drag it down to 20. Yeah. Or you can just key in the number from 0 to 100. So 0 is totally you cannot see anymore. So it's up to you. For me, I usually use 20. And because the color is a colored image, so sometimes it doesn't really gel well with the background. And we can actually adjust it. So how you adjust is select the image, then click on the edit button on top. Yeah, click on edit. And you will see something called adjust here on the left. Click on adjust and I want you to scroll down to color. Yeah, just drag all the way to -100, the vibrance. And for saturation, also drag to -100. So it become a black and white photo. And then you can also adjust the brightness of your photo. Yeah, whether you want a darker shade. Yeah, for me, I always like darker ones. So I just adjust accordingly to how I want the image to be. So there's no fixed value. It's up to you how you want to adjust it, whether you want a brighter one or lighter tone of the image. Okay, so once you are satisfied with the settings and all, you can actually just click on the outside area of the canvas to exit. And another interesting thing is you can also do semi-transparent images. That means it only show half, then suddenly it fade to the background of the image, the color background. So how you do that is you can add a square box, go to element. Yeah, now we are still at the photo. So I want you to exit, just click on the left arrow key next to the photo to go back to this one and choose shapes. Yeah, you can see there's a shapes category. Just click on the square shape. Okay. Then you select it and go to color. So just now you have added the maroon gradient. You can just click on the maroon gradient. And now you can place it on the left side. Yeah, and just fill it up to here maybe. So what we will do, again, we want to set the color of the gradient. Go to the settings and the lighter shade, which is the second one, you can adjust the transparency to 0. Yeah. So once you adjusted, yeah, it actually create the effect of the image actually fading away halfway through. So you can do either left, right, or top, bottom is up to you. If let's say the gradient you want to make top to bottom, you can actually adjust it from the colors, yeah, the settings here, the style here. So this one is left to right, this is top to bottom. So how do let's say I want to change direction. Either you rotate your object, but the most convenient way is you just swap this from here. Yeah, just change, then it will change from right to left. Okay. So that's how you create your disappearing image. But you need the same color background and the forefront color also to create that. Then you can adjust how much you want it to be. Okay. So that's all for the background color. Then moving on is the logo. So we will add logo to it. You will see number 6 is a blank canvas. So copy and paste is also part of the process. So go back to page 4. I want you to just drag and select everything on the canvas. Yeah, just hold your mouse, drag and select. Then you can click the keyboard or right click, copy. Yeah, right click, copy, or Control C button. So go to your page number 6, select the canvas and right click, paste, or you can hold the Control V button on your keyboard. So not all can be copied. Then sometimes you have to copy one by one. Yeah. Okay, let's say just now I copied my gradient, and now actually this one is overlapping the gradient, and I want this image to be behind the gradient color. So what to do? Just select any part, either the image of the gradient. Do you see the position button on top? Yeah, just click on the position. You can see there is a layer tab next to arrange. The layers tab, click on that. So you can see the sequence of the items that you have in this canvas. Just drag and drop to the top. So each item is overlapping. The one on the top is always in front, and the one below it is behind the object. Okay. Then you see the last thing is the background. So you can actually set the background color by selecting this one and go back to colors and just choose your maroon gradient. Okay. After that, yeah, so now it's time for the logo. So how you can actually copy from the page 5. Yeah. Same thing, Control C to copy. Then page 6, select it and Control V to paste it. So we have the guideline is very simple. All you need to do is just drag to the corner of your margin to place the logo. Then for the size, if you want to, you can actually adjust the size accordingly that you want the size. So for me, I will have to lock the ratio first. Yeah, lock the ratio. Then I just go with 140 height. So this is the size that I want for the logo. Okay. So placement of logo done. Then the next thing is to place an image or photograph. So same thing, Just paste everything in. Yeah. So you might find it inconvenient if you have to keep copy and paste. So what you can do is you can work on the same page of the design while I go through the slides. Okay, next thing is to place image. And how do we place image? First, we can actually go to this website, which I find it very useful, even for graphic designers. When I'm doing my work, I always refer to this website, which is freepik.com. Let me share in the chat as well. So you can navigate to this website to get some of the materials that you want to use. So now, yeah, same thing with the first page. You will see there is a human. Yeah, basically this is the chief judge or something for the club meeting poster. So what I will do is probably I will look for a Asian businessman or this businessman. Okay, so this one looks okay for me. Yeah, this is just a sample. Usually if you invite a GE general evaluator, then you can get his professional photo to use. So for FreePic, you can actually remove the background options here. Just click the remove background and it will remove the background for you. You can either just copy the image from here directly and then go to your Canva and paste it. So it's very quick and simple. Okay, for image, I want to change or flip the direction. So just select your image. You will see there's a flip option here. Click flip. So there is two options. One is flip horizontal. That means flip from left to right. And one is flip vertical, which is flip from top and bottom. So what we will choose is flip horizontal. Yeah. Okay. And I just want to crop to the waist length. Oops. Need to be careful a bit. Okay, crop. Then I enlarge it. Okay. Just adjust the positioning how you like it. Okay, the next thing is we want to add some of the elements, supporting elements, which is all these designs. So where do we get it? It's at the elements tab. So the first thing we want to find is the dotted one. You can go to elements and choose the graphics. Yeah, see all. Okay, so this one is actually called the blue dots illustration. So when you search for this, you can actually have this. Yeah, the color is blue, so you can actually change the color to white, which is brand compliant, or you can put the accent color, which is the happy yellow. Yeah, so this is up to you. Then you can place it at the corner of your margin. And the next thing is the circle. You can see, yeah, these two circles, one is overlapping and one is behind. We will do the one behind first. How you do that is you create a circle. So this one, you exit the graphics and go to shapes. You will see a circle here. If not, you can click see all and here, a circle. So you can use a full circle, change the color. So the shape color you can actually put no color because I only want the outline. So the color of the shape, you can choose no color. And you can see here, there's a border style next to the color. So click on that and you can actually create a line. Yeah. So the weight, you can adjust, make it thicker. And you can change the color, border color. Select that border color and choose the happy yellow. Then just enlarge it and place it below. I want to make it thicker a bit. All right. And how do I place it behind the human? Same thing, go to position. Yeah, sometimes when you have too much, you can't really see the position option. So it's actually at the see more here, the three dots, click on that, and you can see position. Click on that, and you can actually drag this circle just right below the person. So it will be behind the person. So anything that's on top will always be in front of the object below. Okay, so next thing, you can copy the same circle. Yeah, Control C, and then paste it again, Control V. Yeah, so the second circle, I would like to have it dotted white color. So same thing, I change the color to white. Then the border style, you can actually choose dotted. So depend on how dotted you want it to be. Okay, then the weight, smaller weights. Adjust the size and placement. Right, so the next element would be this one. It seems quite complicated, but we will go through one by one. So we will start with this diamond shape. It's actually made by a square. Yeah, so you just go to the shapes and add a square. Back to here. Yeah, add a square. And this square is white in color. So just pick the white color and you can rotate it. So when you select an object, right, you can see there is a rotate icon. So click on that and just adjust it to 45 degrees. So it will become the diamond shape. Then you just enlarge it. Oops. Yeah, enlarge it by selecting the circle anchor point. Then you can play with the transparency of 70. Same thing, position it, and then, yeah, put right below, behind the human. So same thing, the next one, there is a border shape of the diamond. Just copy this shape and paste a new one. Yeah. Then same thing, the color, we want to put no color. Then the border style, we add the line. Okay, for width, okay, then I put the accent color of happy yellow. So same thing, the positioning, put it right below the human. So you can also adjust the size. Okay, the next thing would be, yeah, you can also play with the transparency of 70. Okay, next thing you will see like arrow kind of the shape. So you can actually look for this shape, which is called transparent gradient arrow. Supposed to be graphic. Transparent gradient arrow under the graphics. Yeah, it's actually this one. So it's free to use. Same thing, just rotate it to 90 degrees. Place behind it. Then the color change to the brand compliant color of maroon. And transparency to 70. Then same thing, put below the person. Or if you don't want the maroon, you can always put the white color if you find it a bit striking. Okay. Positioning. Yeah, sometimes when overlap, it's hard for you to select the object behind. What you can do is just go back to position. You can always select the object from here. So once selected, you can adjust the color. Okay, finally, the triangle part. Same thing. You can look for dotted rectangle. I'm not sure why, but when you search dotted rectangle, only the triangle will appear. But if you select, you search for dotted triangle, it doesn't appear. It will appear some similar one, but that one is the pro version, which have to be paid. So this one is the free one. Okay, then change the color to white and just adjust the angle. 90 degrees, one here. Just copy and another one put here. Okay, and the final one, which is for the naming, is a shape. So you can go for the shapes, see all. Okay. Yeah, you can use a square shape and just use the accent color and adjust, make it into a rectangle. Yeah. So how do we make it like a rounded kind of shape? Very simple. Just select your rectangle. You can see here corner rounding next to the border style. Yeah, just make it to the maximum and it will become a rounded rectangle. Then you just adjust the length. Okay, so our elements or visual elements completed. The next thing is to add the informations, your primary hook, secondary hook, and your supporting element, which is the information and call to action. Yeah. For this, just copy the first one to save time because I believe all of you know what information to put in your club meeting. Yeah, just copy and just paste in your canvas. But we want to know like what kind of the font to use. So you can choose to use Montserrat Classic or Montserrat. And for your secondary hook, you can always use SourceSense Pro, which is available in Canva. Yeah. So your primary hook should be the person, who is the person, maybe is the general evaluator or the Toastmaster of the evening if you want to uh, edify them in a posters. Then secondary hook would be your club name as well as the meeting team. And finally is your supporting elements, which is the details of the club meeting and also call to action, who to contact to know more about the meeting. So finally, once your poster is done, okay, one more thing is the person's detail. So you have to add a person detail here. change the color to red or blue also can. Adjust the size of the font. Yeah, you can also play with the alignment of the text. Same thing, you can always adjust at the right next to your margin. Yeah, so it sits nicely there. So when you have margin, it helps you to organize your information better. So it doesn't go all over the place. Right. Finally, once your poster is done, you can actually share this template with your club members to help you do editing where necessary. You can always go to click the download button from share, click share, click download button, and you will see, oh no, this is the download way. Click share, see all, see all, and you will see here template link under share. So you can create the template link and share with your members. If let's say you want them to directly edit what you have done here, it's a different one. You go to share, see all, and there should be a share. Here, share. When you click share, collaboration link, so you can choose anyone with the link can edit. So anyone with the link can edit. Just copy the link and share with your members to help you modify and edit. So you can see the changes that was done. If not, if you want to share just the template and so people will not organize or adjust your design, you can always share the template link under here. Create template link and share with others. So the last thing is to download as an image. How to export this design? First thing, also same thing, click share and you will see the download button. And there's a lot of pages, so you only need to select these pages. And here already mentioned is page 6. So you can click all pages just to deselect everything. Then you can click on this current page. So you only select this specific page you want to export as an image. Then you will notice maybe if the file type is not the image, is a video, you can always change it to PNG. JPEG or PNG also can. If you want to export as a PDF document, you are up to do, you can do so as well. So for this, I will export as an image, then I click download. It takes some time, so now it's downloaded. Yeah. Then you can actually look at the image. Like I said, the margin, it will not be shown. So that one is just used as a guideline. So it will not be shown in the image that you exported. Okay. Let me check whether I still have time. I think I have run over. Okay, yellow. Okay, I still have some time. Oops. All right. So some other things that we can consider is image background removal and the positioning. Okay. So if you have photos sent by your members and you want to remove the background of their profile photo, you can always refer to this website called remove.bg. Yeah, all you need to do is just upload an image. This one is a bit complicated, so hopefully it can do a good job. Usually what I would recommend is image with not so many background noise. So you can actually remove the background and you just download it and use it on your Canva. Or you can just here right click, copy image and just paste it on your Canva. Hold on. Okay. It's very simple and convenient. Okay. And the next thing is the positioning. For example, if you are creating your club executive committee posters, and how do you arrange it nicely? The space in between. Okay, for example, yeah, let's use this as a sample. First thing is determine the space here you want to have. So the right side, same thing. Yeah, just move it somewhere here. I will group it easier. Group them. All right. So once you have grouped all three of them, this is on page 17. Yeah. How do I space evenly is select all three objects and then go to position and arrange. Yeah, use the arrange tab. You can see here space evenly. So it's horizontally, then you just press horizontal. So they have space evenly. And the last thing would be framing. You can always use frame to insert the photos of the person to fit nicely in a frame, a dedicated frame. So all the shapes and sizes are similar. But make sure that the person is actually cropped to that format first, or else sometimes you will see the head being cropped. Okay, so lastly is some of the pre-made templates that I have shared with all of you here. You can always refer and adjust accordingly to your needs. Yeah, so there are 4 templates here for you to choose and use for your club meeting. Oh, one last thing I like to share is, okay, let's say this is, let me use a blank one here. Example, I want to use the TI logo, just make it bigger. If you have an object, now if let's say you want to place object in the center, yeah. For a poster design, I will always suggest you to move upwards a bit and not fit nicely on the center. Even though you want it to be on the center, just adjust it slightly above the center point. The reason because this is like a optical illusion, where our brain perceive information a little bit differently than how it actually is in the real world. So when you place it right at the center from far, right, when you see this, you will feel like this logo is actually a bit below the center point. So what you do is you just adjust above it and you will feel it is more balanced in the center compared to when it was in the center. So this is some of the optical illusion for audience to see. Okay, time is up and just nice I have completed my sharing. And okay, lastly is the resources. I like to share the resources again. This is the final thing. Okay, I've compiled some of the resources from Toastmasters International and other links that could benefit you when designing your posters. So here are the resources. Yeah, you can access the Toastmaster brand portal here, and the logo and design elements that you wanted to download. Then the brand manual, as well as some of the professional branded images provided by Toastmasters International. You can also download their 100 years centennial virtual background. If you like to learn more or interested to know more what Canva can do, you can actually go to their Canva school, which is free, and you can get certificate as well for completing the course. And then also just now I shared with you, if you want to remove any background image of the photos, you can go to remove.bg. And the checklist is also shared with you here, poster anatomy checklist, for you to refer to in terms of designing a poster. So lastly, we have come to the Q&A session, and that's the end of my sharing. If you enjoyed today's session, you can put down a 666 in the chat. Thank you. All right, thank you so much, everyone. So if there's any question, feel free to ask.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions in the chat box.
Okay, let me
Some
see.
are already answered, you can skip that. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Brian, for helping to answering. Would you suggest download image in PNG versus JPEG? Oh, okay, this one Brian has answered. Yeah, actually the one of the differences of PNG and JPEG is JPEG, PNG, if when you want to have a transparent background, you just want the object to be seen and used in your other materials, you can download as PNG. So JPEG you cannot download as a transparent background image. For example, just now let me just share my Canva. Yeah, like this logo. Yeah, you don't see any background image. Background color is because it's a PNG format. They have already removed the background. So like here, this is a blank canvas, and I just put the go here. Yeah. So if you just want your photo without the background, you can always download as PNG. But for free version, unfortunately, they don't allow you to download PNG in transparent background. Okay, here, yeah, choose PNG. Here, transparent background. So only the paid version allows you to select enable this to download as a transparent background image. So that is one of the key differences between JPEG and PNG. If the picture from Canva can be printed bigger, such as 18 feet, Canva has some limitation in terms of size, but I believe 18 feet should be able to. I forgot what is their limitation of size. Maybe 32 inch or something. I'm not sure 18 feet, whether is it too big or not.
18 feet is 550 cm.
500. Okay, I
You want
haven't
inch?
tried on Canva yet, so good to explore. What is the bigger size Canva allow us to use?
Yeah.
Yeah, if let's say Canva cannot, then you might need to outsource other free software or in Adobe to create the size that you wanted. But I believe most of the application you can do it on Canva.
Chester, Rosaline,
Yes.
I just want to ask you because I just downloaded the apps. Seems like the process is the same, but need to explore.
Yeah.
There's a Canva apps, right?
Yes.
I want to ask you the process of modifying the whatever image that we need.
Yeah, the process is similar, about the same. It's just sometimes it's a bit hard for you to adjust using your fingers. because the mobile app is your screen is a bit small, or if you download on an iPad, it's much easier for you to adjust. I think that's the only difference. Because in laptop you can use the mouse to adjust it, but in a mobile display you always have to use your finger or the pen that you have for your mobile. So that's the only differences between the app and the web browser.
Yes.
Free pick, what is the main benefit of using free pick? You get all the free resources. You can use it, but not for if you are making money out of it, then you have to either subscribe to free pick or you have to reference, like show the reference where you get this image from.
Yeah, can buy. There are like different prices. I saw.
But for Canva, if the images they give for free, then you can use it for your marketing materials also. So
Yeah,
that one you don't have to reference it from Canva. So they allow you to use, it's a royalty-free images for you.
So we must have the resources, download the resources, then only actually we can use those resources to make the changes, right?
Yeah, you can see there's in Canva, they have the crown icon. So you can use those without the crown icon. So those are free to use.
Like those colors that is for the Toastmasters International, you've got to download it earlier, right?
What was the question again?
You mean you need to download all the resources like the colors for the logos, then only we can input into the logo, right? To create the
Yes,
logo.
yes. Or you can just refer
Okay.
to the template that I shared. You can just copy and paste from
Yes.
Just now I saw Chu Kai Lim, default size like portrait, back panels on the left and right. Okay, so just now the one that I showed is the square format. If let's say you want to put it in the PowerPoint in landscape layout, then most likely you have to create your design in the 16:9 format. So you can always create the layout create a new size of your canvas from the Canva. How you do that? Just go back to canva.com. Yeah, you can create a design here. So you can choose presentation, which it complements PowerPoint very well. Yeah, so you can design your stuff over here and just put it in PowerPoint. I hope that answered your question. Okay. Did I miss out any questions? Will the PowerPoint be sent to all participants? Oh, yes, yes. I can share with you the link here also if you want. Give me 1 second.
Chester,
Yes.
you will post it in the District 51 or somewhere placeholder.
Okay, so we will send you, if you register this workshop with your email, right? So we will send you the PowerPoint and also the YouTube link. We will upload this recording to our YouTube channel so you can have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much because I think it's very informative and also the session helped all of us to be able to follow through. And I think we should be, to get the benefit out of it is to hands-on. So that's why we
Okay.
wanted to refer back some of the pointers that Chester has shared.
All right.
Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Oh, okay, Catherine, one last one. How to change direction? Okay, I will show again the Canva. The other how to change direction is okay, when you go to the settings, so you see the styles, right? So this one you just need to swap places with the first color to change direction. Left, right, yeah, change direction. Just swap color with the first one. If let's say you want top and bottom style, then you have to choose the style which is the top to bottom gradient. Same thing, just change the color of the first one. Then it will be swapped. So they have radial also. If let's say, because in the brand manual, there's also options for 3-1. So you can actually add more color here and just put the same color. For example, the blue gradient is the dark blue, the light blue, blissful blue. Okay. Yeah, so they allows the top to bottom one and also left to right. So you can do multiple gradient also, but the maximum for according to brand guideline is the 3 colors. Is the
Sorry, this one, how come the gradient can be one type of dark blue, another type of blue? I thought there's only one blue. I
it's
thought
a
blue and
gradient.
black for gradient to
Oh,
make.
it's blue, blissful blue. Let me go back to my Canva.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
There's two color gradient color for blue, which is this Royal Blue and Blissful Blue. So this is the lighter blue, then this will be the dark blue. Yeah, so for gradient, this is the color hex code to refer to when you want to create your gradient. So this is the gray gradient, this is the maroon gradient. Okay, any other questions? We
Yeah,
are at the
Chester, last question.
Mm.
Chester, can you please show the steps of removing the background? Like I upload a photo in the poster. I think I can get rid of the line there. Can
Yeah,
you show the
you can use the remove.bg. Let me share in the chat as well. Oops. Remove.bg. Yeah, you can use this to remove the background of your photo.
Chester, a free version Canva can remove or not? I'm not sure because my one is pro version.
Pro version can do remove background from Canva.
Oh, free version cannot.
Yes, free version can.
Okay, all right.
So if you want to remove background from Canva, if you have tried the Pro for 30 days, feel free to enable it, and you can experience more benefit of Canva, what Canva offers. Yeah, for example, you want to remove background of a photo. Yeah, they have a background remover here. So you can see the crown icon. Yeah, this one only Canva Pro can do. So if let's say you are using a free version, then you can always try the alternative, which is the remove.bg to remove background, then only put it here. Okay, that's the end of the workshop. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed the session today. And I would like to hand it over back to our Toastmaster of the day, Nelson.
All right, thank you so much for an amazing workshop by Toastmasters Chester Liam. I hope that everyone can learn. For those who not have an experience for using Canva, I hope everyone can learn from Toastmaster Chester for apply it in your future when you become your VPPR or when you become your promoting something in your club and etc. But for those who have experience, you can gain more experience from our experienced PR Toastmaster Chester. But anyways, thank you so much, Chester, for an amazing workshop. And right now, without further ado, may I invite our District 51 Public Relation Manager, Effective Coaching Level 5, Brian Lee, to give us the announcement and closing speech for today's workshop. Toastmaster Brian, over to you.
Okay, before we go into any closing speech, let us switch on your video. We have a group photo first, right? Yeah, switch on your video. And Monghua, can you help to capture the photo?
Sure, no problem.
All right, switch on your video. Yeah, now I can see your handsome and pretty face. Just now I only see Chester. All right, Norine, Dean, Don, Chiu, Rafiza, Yvonne, Joanne, Link, Selzen, Hongguan, Shalene. Yep, if you can, please switch on your video. And yeah, Monghua, you can take the photo now.
Okay, I will take the photo in 5 seconds. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I take the photo again. Wait, one more. One more. In 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
right. Thank you, Monghua. So, thank you, Chester, for really like sharing his experience. How many years have you been a media content designer? More than 10 years, is it?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. 10 years of experience, give it you for free, right? So please give a round of applause to Chester. Thank you so much for willing to share your experience with us. And of course, we would like to gather some feedback from the participant today. I will paste the link in the chat box so you can just give us some feedback, what we have done well, what to improve in our future workshops. So I already pasted the link in the chat box. And Monghua, can you show the slide? Oh, now? Okay, there are a few others announcement, right? So how many of you know that when is the birthday of Toastmaster International? When will be the birthday of Toastmaster International? Which date?
Next Friday.
22nd October.
Sorry?
22nd of October.
Yeah, 22nd of October. How many years old now? Toastmaster
100 years.
100.
Yes, correct. 100 years. So in conjunction of this 100th anniversary, we will have an event celebration in District 51. So it will happen on the central as well as on the northern. So if you are in Penang, Kedah, Perak, right, you can join the northern sessions on Plata Cafe, Georgetown. And will happen on KL, right? You can join the Dewan Perdana Bukit Kiara. It will happen on 20th of October, Sunday, 2:30 to 5. What are the event or activity we have? We have a series of speakers talking about like leadership, culture, communication, different topic. So the speaker will announce in poster in our social media soon, right? And also we will have like a celebration ceremony for the 100 years, and you get to network with each other. So bring a guest, bring a non-Toastmaster to celebrate together, 20th of October. So the price is including refreshment, right? Including the speakers, the sharing session that you were going to listen, and networking session as well, right? 40 ringgit per pax. If you manage to get another guest to join, non-Toastmaster guest, then you will have a rebate of 5 ringgit. Okay, after the event, we will rebate to you, right? So this one already up in social media. You can have more info there later. And next, for future upcoming workshop, right? We have completed 2 workshops here. We have 3 more workshops, and all these workshops will happen online. Next one will be on the November. We have 3 workshops. One is, how many of you actually use ChatGPT to create any copywritings or any promotional material? Okay, If I have never done before using ChatGPT, or we call it generative AI, Ricky Shu, Toastmaster Ricky Shu, will share with you how to use it, not only to generate copywritings, okay, the caption for a poster, but also how do you use it to generate maybe image for your poster, or maybe use it to generate poster. Yeah, so many things that you can use in marketing space using ChatGPT. So Toastmaster Ricky will share on that. For those Mandarin Club, I know most of you want to onboard to Xiaohongshu. This is a trend. So we have invited a speaker to share about Xiaohongshu as well, how to use Xiaohongshu to promote your club activities and event. And the last one is video. Yeah. So I think some of you have already submitted your video for the 100 years video contest, right? So we will also have a sharing session about video editing, make simple using CapCut. All right, it's happened on 30th of November. So just wait for the poster registration link, share to everyone, share to non-Toastmaster as well, because it is a skill that's valuable in this era, right? This point of time. Okay. So that's all from me. And I hope to see you guys again in our workshop. Any workshop, any things that you need, just reach out to us. If we can arrange, then we will arrange for you. All right. And have a great weekend. And see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.